A 1, 2, 3. Private parts. Fee McRae. And all her friends talking about the things that doctors rarely say.
Welcome to Private Parts, everyone. I'm here with a very special person today. This is Jude. Thanks for coming in, Jude.
It's a pleasure.
So today we're going to talk about what you practice. Can you tell us a bit about it?
Sure. I'm a Shiatsu practitioner, and Shiatsu is a type of bodywork that was developed in Japan. It's a harmonizing therapy, which means that it's really working both on the bodily level, like massage does, but it is also really working on the energetic level. So it's looking for, really practically, it moves blood and what the Chinese and Japanese call qi or ki, which is kind of energy or life force, or there's lots of different translations of the word. But so in a Shiatsu session, you would be looking to really listen to what the person is saying in their terms of what they're wanting. And then it's kind of like a dance between the practitioner and the person. And I use my hands, sometimes my elbows, sometimes my feet, my palms, my fingertips. And I basically am using pressure on the body, both kind of gentle and sometimes quite deep, with the intention of helping the qi to flow. And that's kind of a summary really of what I do. But what that means is that every treatment is really different. Every treatment is really pinpointing both what the people are saying they wanted, but also you're kind of looking for the underlying cause of why this is occurring. So someone might come in with a sore shoulder, but that may be to do with tensions or stresses or blockages of energy at other points in the body. So you're kind of looking at the whole picture in the person, really, which is cool.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
So obviously, I started coming to see you for pain management after going through a pretty traditional Western route. So why do you think people come to you for pain management, whether that's physical or mental health or trauma? How do you think it assists on the whole?
I think a lot of time people go to Western doctors and Western medicine, and it's great and really has a place, and they'll try that first. Often if that doesn't work for them, they'll then start looking around for other things that might help. So that's when you get people going to, say, osteopaths or Chinese doctors or acupuncturists or shiatsu therapists or Reiki or all kinds of stuff. People are just looking for something that Western medicine hasn't been able to give them. And in terms of pain management, drugs are amazing, but they also can be quite a gross tool. And so I think Shiatsu in particular is great for pain management because basically it calms the whole system. It focuses on lots of things. It focuses on muscles and joints and fascia, but it also really helps the endocrine system and the autonomic nervous system. And so a lot of people find that they can really, we call it like dropping. They can kind of really drop. So often people will come into a treatment and sometimes they say, I'm really stressed, and sometimes they go, I'm fine, I'm really fine. And then you put your hands on them and their whole body is kind of like ringing like a bell. And so, the intention would be just to kind of help the body to get into a place where it can drop down, and then basically the body knows what the body needs. And if you get into that kind of calm place, all kinds of healing can occur that can't occur when you're really up there.
Yeah, I certainly found, even aside from all the benefits that I've found with you, just to simply have an appointment that wasn't traumatic, that was safe, that wasn't painful, that was just, you know, an hour or two a week for my body and myself to relax was kind of the greatest thing for me, because it's, once you've been through the kind of trauma of the classic medical system, going to a doctor can be really scary and intimidating. So to just have a safe space to breathe and relax, you know, is the first thing, and that's really incredible too.
That's true.
So you can use maybe our experience as an example, just talking about maybe how I presented to you in terms of how my body felt initially, and my mindset and that kind of stuff, and then go through a little bit about what you've seen or felt since then.
Sure.
If you want.
Sure. So in some ways, for me, the appointment starts even before the person turns up, because I ask them for their history, and that's really for me to start thinking about the person. And if they say that they've got this condition or they're taking these drugs and I don't know about that, then I can spend time researching, and that kind of helps me prepare and warm up. But I guess when you first came to me, you presented as a person very much in charge of their own health and their own body, but someone who had been through enormous suffering, really. And my sense is that although with something like endo, that although doctors of course know that it exists, there's a sense, I definitely have treated other young women with endo who have said that when they've talked to the doctors about the level of pain they've had, that they've just got this sort of slightly kind of sense. And so as you said, that's quite traumatic, and I think that it really helps that that each treatment is unique. So it is very client-centered. Medicine talks about treatment being client-centered, but Shiatsu truly is, I think. And so you did present as really confident and self-assured, but I was aware you'd been through an enormous amount. And then when I put my hands on your body, what I felt was those years really of having to keep yourself together through incredible pain, and how hard that is. And so your body is like ready for battle. It's like, I'm here, I'm ready. And so with you, there was a lot of tightness. So right through, of course, the lower abdomen, but down into the hips and the legs. And so I remember like just rotating your hips and them sort of going like, having this. And also there was this real sense of reactivity of that kind of like fight or flight. There was just this trigger sense of the muscles being really ready to fire. And then just as we wordlessly communicated, your body became more and more able to just let go because it was safe to. And I personally use quite a lot of rocking, and it's a very rhythmic treatment. Shiatsu is a very rhythmic practice, and your body responded really well to that. And so then the next time I saw you, I think I suggested that we try to work weekly or fortnightly for a period of months, and we just see if we could help with the pain. And we do like a scale before the treatment, after the treatment, and see how you're traveling with that. And then the next time I treated you, what I noticed is that your body wasn't as heightened. And then the next time it was softer again. So there's a lot that goes on week to week and month to month, but and things change. But then as a practitioner, I can feel that and hear that. You can tell me about that, and I can modify my treatment and change my treatment each time, and even within the practice as well. So I think that's really important. It's about the centrality of Shiatsu is really about listening to the client, both to what they say and then really particularly to what their body is saying. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much for explaining that for us. It's definitely been life-changing for me, and I'm
That's awesome.
just really grateful. So yeah, it's not for everyone. It is to me for everyone, but yeah, thank you so much for sharing your gift with me and so many people.
Such a privilege.
Really appreciate it.
I mean, I think my business is called Arriving in the Body, and so that idea of we live such busy lives, but having this time where you can just be in your body and feel what's there, kind of everything, the good and the bad and the difficult and the sublime, to just arrive and be, that seems like a wonderful gift. And it's been such a pleasure to treat you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. True.
Yeah, it's been special, hasn't it?
I mean, I didn't even say the thing about you being a Highland warrior, but that is like you have this real strength in you, but also because of the complexities of your health, the huge challenges, and I guess to recognise that that's exhausting, to go on fighting and feeling that you have to fight, you have to advocate, you have to speak up for yourself and trying to navigate the system and work out what is going to be the best thing all the time is exhausting. And so it's also really good to have treatment modalities that are just going to nourish you. I think that's really important.
It's essential.
Yeah, I'll say.
Surviving.
I'll say.
Well, thank you, Jude.
Yeah, thank you.